ask it in Arabic and then I'll translate it in English. حمدي ألف مبروك. ثاني انتصار لك في اليو اف سي، وهاي المرة أمام أرضك وجمهورك وبين أهلك وناسك. What I said was, Hamdy, congratulations. This is your second win in the UFC. Obviously, this one on home turf in front of your fans and family and friends. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I feel proud. I'm not going to just represent myself on the team. I represent a whole Arab community. I represent Egypt, Emirat, everyone who's Arabic, who speaks Arabic, who's have some Arab blood in his body. I represent him, and I'm so proud and happy to do this. And that was, I apologize for my last two performances. I hope the UFC fan and family accept it. And from now on, inshallah, since we are here now in Dubai, we're based in Emirat, we're not going to stop. We're going to just keep going and show more and the best performance, inshallah.
احنا كنا شوي خايفين حمدي من بعد الجولة الأولى لما ما قدر يسحب منك النقطة، وبنفس الوقت ما شفناهوش سحب نقطة من بارنيت بسبب مسكه القفص. فأنت شو كان شعورك وقتها ورا حمدي؟ You know, we were a little bit worried at the end of the first round when you got the point taken off you. And at the same time, we were kind of a little bit, what's going to happen? Is he going to take a point off Chris Barnett, who kept, holding the cage, and we thought, this could be in jeopardy. What were you thinking at the end of that first round?
To be honest, I didn't care. I didn't care at all. I know I'm dominating this fight. Doesn't matter. Take a point, take a round. I know I was looking for the finish, and when you look for the finish, you dominate the fight. So, and just because I have, I think I broke my hand in the very first round when I was ground and pound. That's why I started throwing some elbows. But I told myself between the round that doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep going. I know this point might cost me the first round, but I said doesn't matter. I still have 2 rounds to perform and to dominate the fight and do enough to win this fight.
Probably similar questions. I guess physically, how you feeling? You think you broke your hand in that first round? So
I think I break it up small thing. When I was just throwing ground and pound in the first round, I was following everything the referee told me before the fight, the direction and everything. I was just looking to hit where exactly I'm allowed to hit, and the referee told me before the fight, if the opponent turned his face left and right, it's his problem, it's not mine. So I was round and bound in the right area, and he was keep turning his head to show the referee that I'm hitting back in the head. I was just following the direction what the referee told me, just keep going, don't stop because it's going to be his problem. And all of a sudden he stopped me, and I even told him, sir, you told me before the fight, I'm allowed to do this. He said no, that was back in the head, and I warned you. I said, okay, I'm sorry, I will watch out.
Especially in between rounds, and Chris's coach was throw more knees, throw more uppercuts, but it just seemed like Chris was a little gun shy in there because of the takedown. So did you feel especially after the second round, I know you dominated, but Chris probably doesn't have anything for me.
Yes, I was blocking every single thing he can do. I trained very well of any surprising, any tricky things that he used to do. Even the spinning kick, the elbows and everything. I know when it's gonna come. I was seeing everything. I focused 100% from the first minute to the last second in the round in the fight. I was just looking to dominate the fight, and the most thing I want to do in this fight, not to win, but to show people that I'm an Olympic wrestler. No one can stop me from wrestling. I know I'm fighting. I'm not that tall, and even I'm fighting a guy who's shorter than me, and I still can go and take down and perform my wrestling. That was the winning. That I'm a wrestler.
What do you think of his shorts kept falling down in the fight?
I don't know. I thought he was trying to take some time to breathe. Yes, what I think about it. So I would just keep going and put pressure on him to not give him a chance to think of anything. Yes.
Was there any fear that maybe he wouldn't be able to continue fighting after the blow to the back of the head? Because it seems like it really did.
Yes, I was so worried that he can stop fights, and I didn't know what's gonna happen because it might be disqualification or might be something. You never know. But I know myself. If he continues fighting, I will dominate the fight. I'm just gonna close that page, start all over from the beginning. I'm not gonna expect whatever happened. I'm just gonna clear it out and start all over again.
Finally, for me, you had those few years of inactivity, and since you looked better every time. When would you like to return again? Assuming the hand is okay, because there's a lot of young heavyweights coming up, like Walter Walker's about to fight right now, another one. So I guess when would you like to fight?
Do you guys have a space for me in Qatar?
I think.
If they have a space for me, I can just like get my bags and my team and we go straight there.
حمدي
Maybe.
احنا جامدين قوي.
احنا جامدين قوي.
ألف مبروك. I'll ask the question in Arabic then translate in English. شفنا تأثير التدريبات تبعتك في تريبل 3 MMA في دبي. خبرنا شوية عن التدريبات مع الكوتشز اللي موجودين كلهم. We saw the impact of your training in Triple 3 MMA in Dubai. Tell us about the preparations and especially that the two fights that you won in UFC, you trained there.
Yes, the fights. Actually, that was the first fight I trained with Triple 3 and Arabic. I said Arabic and then الفايت ده انا اتمرنت من اوجست في Triple 3 MMA. وان شاء الله انا هعيش هنا واتمرن معاهم ان شاء الله نكمل مسيرتنا باذن الله سوا. ده هو الجول الهدف الحقيقي من الفايت مش ان انا اكسب الفايت، الحمد لله انا عارف ان انا اكسب في كل الطرق، بس الهدف الحقيقي ان انا اصارع 15 دقيقه، اصارع 25 دقيقه، اصارع as long the fight. انا لازم ابين ان انا مصارع اولمبي. محدش nobody can stop my wrestling. So that was my whole goal. And Milano, Ramsey, Coach Brian, that was the whole focus. The last two performers, there was no wrestling, maybe 1-2%. That fight was a purpose to show 100% wrestling performance.
أحمد الربيعي بوجه لك تحية كبيرة.
سلام يا
الشباب كلهم فخورين فيك.
ربنا يخليك على دماغي كلهم، اخواتي العرب كلهم، احمد وغيره ربنا يخليهم. ومن غير التشجيع دي الناس الحقيقيه بصراحه اللي بتشجع وبتقف ورا الواحد، ويا رب نقدر نفرحهم دايما يا رب ان شاء الله.
إن شاء الله. Another question. We saw Mark Goddard standing you up in one of the rounds.
Yes.
Do you see that that was correct? Because you, in our opinion, you were having some action there.
As a fighter, of course not. I don't know if you guys have a different angle from out of the cage. You might say in different angles, but for me, I looked exactly what I'm hitting, and it was not hitting back in the head. Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
yes. So, I was not hitting back in the head, so I think I did good.
If they ask you to fight in Qatar, are you ready?
Yes. Of course, 100%.
Hamdi, all the best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
What do you think about Fulton Walker as a future opponent? Because, you know, in the past we hear about this rivalry between jiu-jitsu and wrestling and which one's better. And he's making quite a name for himself now.
Yes, it's just because he fighting no wrestling. If he wanted to do grappling match, I'm ready. Forget about MMA. If you think he'll hook me, let's do it.
Let's plant the seeds right there.
Yes, let's do it. Thank you so much, guys.